Hi guys, this is the Football View. I'm AJ and this is the part where we talk about the transfer dealings that have happened this week. First of all, let's start off with Tottenham, who has supposedly had a bid rejected in the region of £20 million for Seydou Berahino. West Brom are looking for a fee within the £25 million region. And to be honest, I think he's a bit overpriced. I do not think he's worth £25 million. I think he's worth £10 to £15 million, the highest. He's unproven. He did have a good season last season, being West Brom's top goal scorer, but I do not think he's worth £25 million. And this is another case of British players being overpriced, forcing teams in the Premier League to go abroad to get a striker that's probably as good or better for a cheaper amount of money. But on the other hand, if Tottenham can negotiate a deal with West Brom and can get Seydou Berahino into their squad, it will take a lot of pressure off of Harry Kane, who we can argue was the man at Tottenham, who was banging all the goals for Tottenham. And if they can bring Berahino and Harry Kane, it takes all that pressure away, and they could have a strike force for the future. Because if they could get these two together and to gel, they have a very good strike force. And in other news, Manchester City, sorry, force of habit, Manchester City have signed Nicolas Otamendi from Valencia, the experienced centre-back, who we know as someone that loves getting stuck into tackles and for a defender can actually pass. Man City just want to buy everyone again, but do you blame them? It just shows that they're hungry to get their title back. But signing Nicolas Otamendi is probably even a good signing, to be honest with you. But their squad is so massive as well. They've got a player for every single position. And it tells you that they mean business. And another, Nicolas Otamendi was a player that was heavily linked with Manchester United as well. Which leads me to Pedro, a guy that everyone said, even across social media, Sky Sports even said it, that he was going to sign for Manchester United. The terms and contracts were agreed. It was just that the fee was not agreed. And out of nowhere, Chelsea snuck in, got a deal sorted within a day, and now he's a Chelsea player. A lot of talk is about Pedro wasn't happy about how long this deal was taking, considering it did take nearly a month for him to sign for Manchester United, supposedly to sign for Manchester United. And also, another factor was seen that the treatment of the way LVG was treating Spanish players, especially one of his closest friends, Victor Valdez, at the club. So that was seen as a stumbling block in the deal, and which forced him to go reunite with one of his other friends, Cesc Fabregas, at Chelsea, which leaves Chelsea with a nice squad as well. They've got a lot of pace now with Hazard, Cuadrado, Willian, and now Pedro, and it shows that they are ready and they mean business too. It's funny that it took Man City making them look like an ordinary team to force their hand in making a signing. And there's also a rumour that they might go back for another bid for John Stones, someone that they see as a long-term replacement for John Terry in the future. And this brings me to Manchester United. After the whole Pedro fiasco was finished, rumour was that Manchester United inquired about Sadio Mane, a guy he's a good player, but is he really good for Manchester United? Like, they do have players that are capable of doing wonders on that right hand side in Pereira and Yanizai, and even Mata, who's been doing a job there. But is Mane or Mane, is that the guy that Manchester United need at the moment? And this brings me to with forward players. This brings me to Arsenal, who have supposedly had a bid accepted for Karim Benzema in the region of £48 million, which would be a very good signing for Arsenal. But again, there's no source where that came from, except for social media, from those accounts that claim that they have sources, and we all know who runs the account. It's probably Sam that works in the news agents, who probably gets his information from Big Dave, who delivers the Sun and Mirror newspapers to him, who goes and says, "Right, Sam, did you hear that Benzema could be going to Arsenal?" And Sam goes onto his fake account and types in, "Benzema has agreed to join Arsenal." They are not real sources, and we are forced to believe in them. Like, instantly believed these sources. And this is the same Sam that's probably said, because Manchester United have denied that they did not want Otamendi and they are not looking for a centre back. And this is the same Sam that's been listening to Big Dave that said, I heard Otamendi might be going Manchester United. And now Sam's gone into his account and has gone like, Otamendi has signed for Manchester United. The deal has done. You know what I mean? We need to be careful where we're getting our sources from, because this has happened throughout the whole summer. Like, the amount of players that have been linked with so many clubs. Like, if we actually believe these social media thing, Griezmann would have signed for Chelsea as well. Manchester City would have signed Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, because there was talk about them going over there. Manchester United would have signed a whole host of players if we believe this social media outlet. And we need to be careful where we get our sources from, because we're living a dangerous game if we're believing things that are being shown and being typed on social media. And we need to be careful, and we need to go far and further and beyond in finding our information. Again, thanks again for watching this. Again, leave your likes, and even if you want to leave your dislikes below, and leave your comments below. Like, share what you believe. Do you think British players are being overrated? Should we carry on listening to these social media accounts? And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. I'm your boy AJ. Peace, love, and safe.